Now that we have our photos saved, we're going to go over into InDesign, and that's where I am now. I'm going to open a new document up. I want to set this document up like this. I want 11 and a half, 11 by 8 and a half. I want to make sure the orientation is set up as landscape. And I went down here to my margins and I just changed them. They're normally at a half an inch, but I changed them to a quarter of an inch because that's what I want to keep there. And I'm going to hit OK. So what I have here is an image come up, a page come up, and I want to place my image into this document. So I'm going to go to File and Place, and I'm going to go to my desktop here and look for the book guide. Just open that, and I want to place them right here in the corner. Okay. Now I'm going to go up to File and save this right quick because I want to just continue to save afterwards. And I'm going to save this as book guide 2. I'm going to say this book guide as well, like I did the Photoshop. But the difference is that it's not going to overwrite this because it has the different extension in it. So this is book guide PSD, which is Photoshop document, and of course this is book guide INDD, which is an InDesign document. So I'm just going to hit save, and I said save there so I can go back and forth. So in my layers palette, I want to pop that up here, layers. If you don't see your layers, just go up to window and show your layers, and I want to make sure I save this as a photo. And I want to lock this layer. I'm going to create a new layer on top of that, and this one I'm going to name text. Now this is the one that I'm going to be doing my text wrap on. Okay, so what I have here, or what I want here, is for text to kind of go around this guy and go around this guy here with a title or whatever at the top right here. So the first thing I need to do is actually create something to have the text go around. So I'm going to use my pen tool. Okay, a handy dandy pen tool here, and I'm going to go in and say, use that black as a stroke. I normally keep my stroke off, but I'm going to use that black as a stroke for demonstration purposes here. And I'm going to just draw around this guy. Just real little rough sketch. Okay, and I can go back, of course, and clean this up a little later if I want to. If my text doesn't do what I want it to do afterwards, I can go clean this up. Go all the way back here. Let me delete that. I'm gonna go by here because I don't want the text to go over this guy's shoe either. So I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna come straight up and just close this off. So like I said, it's a very, very, very rough sketch here, drawing, outline of this guy. So I'm going to go in with my direct selection tool, it's the white arrow, and clean this up. Okay. Just pull these little areas in here. So I want my text to wrap pretty cleanly. I don't really want to have any problems with it wrapping there. Okay. So I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to go to my preview mode. I have a normal mode, which is the work mode, and the preview mode. And if you notice, the letter W is there, so I can hit that letter W to go back and forth from preview mode to work mode. And as you see, as I'm in preview mode, I have this black line around there. So the black line was only there to give me a guide so I could see how it's drawn. But you want to get rid of that because you don't want that showing up in your text. So with that selected, okay, with it selected, I want to go here and just hit none. Okay, so now that black line is gone. It's still there, my guide is still there, but the line that's holding it is gone. So now that I have my guide set up, I want to go to my text tool, and I want to draw a text box. Okay, let's fill it with text there, and I want to right click to fill with placeholder text. Right click and fill with placeholder text. Now if you don't have an option to right click, you can hold down the control key and you'll get a context menu like I have there. So a context menu, and it'll give you that option to fill with placeholder text as well. So if you're not able to right click, you can hold down the control key and click in order to get your placeholder text to come up. So you see my text is around over the guide, not going around them like I want. So I want to make sure I select all of my text and the guide. So you know your guide is selected. You see the little dots there. And I'm going to go here at the top and wrap around object shape. Wrap around object shape. Okay. So you see my text is wrapped around him. So I'm going to hit W so I can see what that looks like. And it's pretty decent there. So I want to go in and kind of clean this up a little bit. Now I have my text tool. I'm going to select my text tool and just click in here, and I see my cursor blinking there. And I'm going to select all with Command A. And I'm just going to do some formatting here on my text to kind of make it look a little neater than I have it. So I'm going here and just do a little formatting. The same way you would type a little paper and go in and just do your little paper typing. It's the same exact way. So I'm not doing anything artistic, so to speak, here. And just doing your regular little formatting just to make it look nice. Now I don't particularly care for hyphenated text like this, so I want to get rid of that as well. So I'm just going to click in here, select all, and up here in the paragraph mode I'm going to hit uncheck. I'm going to uncheck hyphenate. So you have a character mode where you can change the actual typeface, okay, and then you have a paragraph mode where you can change the formatting of your text, your double spacing and your justified, those things you can do there. Let me go back to a regular text here. Let's do, I think I had Times New Roman is what I was using, so let's go back to that. Select all, let's undo, there we go. Alright, so now I have my text here set up like I want it. And I have some overset text. Down at the very bottom, you should see a plus sign in a square right here. You're going to click that plus sign and you'll see you have overset text. So this is more text than was needed to go into your actual text wrap document there. So to get rid of this text, you can just click on the box and delete it, but it wouldn't actually get rid of the text. It will actually still link it down here. See, the reason why it's overset is because it's more text that can fill in the box. If you delete the box, the text will still be there. So you have to delete the text. The easiest way to do that is just to select the text with the text tool and then just press delete. Okay? And you know you're doing it right if your cursor comes down to the other page there, because there's nothing linking it to this box. Okay? So if your cursor comes down here and nothing is linking it there, you no longer have oversized text there. I mean overset text. So what I'm going to do is select the box now and just delete it. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to do the exact same thing here on this side, but I'm going to use white text instead of black. So in my layers palette, I want to create a new layer. And I can name it text 2, or I can just leave it as layer. Okay, I'm going to lock this first layer here, the red layer, the first text layer, and I'm going to start drawing on my green text layer. So I want my text pretty much to start about right here. I'm going to straighten it up a little bit. So I got that right there. Now remember, I'm hit W. Remember, you still have that black line there going on. Just because you can't see it over here doesn't mean it's not still there. So I want to make sure I select that and hit none. Go back to my preview mode and do the exact same thing I did here. Text box. Right click to fill with placeholder text. Okay. Now you have my cursor already there, so I'm just going to click there, select all, zoom in there, select all, and I'm going to change this text to white. Now here, you want to make sure your text is selected. You see this T here. You're going to go to your swatches and hit paper. Okay. Alright, now that I have my text, I can see what's going on. I can select my text and my object mask there, and then click wrap around object shape. The same thing I did over here. Okay, now I could go in and justify my type like I want to. Just clean it up a little bit. And of course, get rid of the excess type by clicking in this box. Just coming over, make sure I click the box there, get that text out of there. Okay, coming over here to this little space and dropping that box here, using the text tool to highlight and delete till you see your cursor come up over here. I'm going to hit period. And delete the text box.